warm welcome at the 47th international session by video conferencing, Come Together, Connecting People in the Time of Corona by Culture. These unpredictable times, it's very good to be together with you at this session. And I want to say that we have translation in Bulgarian and Romanian. This 47 session, Come Together, is moderated by me, Ana Slipuț. I'm the first vice president of the Writers League Timișoara Banat branch, and by Marina Kuh from Institute Iloi. I'm very happy to be today with you, because even we live in such times, it's very good to celebrate spring, to spend some time together with friends, and to enjoy that time together, because we are here, and we can do that by listening to wonderful poems and songs, to hear a beautiful presentation about the region from Serbia, and also to discover a Bulgarian tradition, and after that to discuss together about the spring traditions in our country. And now we will start our program with a beautiful Romanian poem, because this today theme is spring. We selected poems from different countries about spring. We have poems from Romania, we have poems from Bulgaria, and from Italy. All three poems are about spring. But the first poem that we will hear today will be a Romanian one, Primăvara, Spring, a poem of George Topârceanu, and the poem will be recited by Lucia Anucuța. Some words about the author. George Topârceanu lived between 1886 till 1937 in Romania, and he was a poet, short story writer, and humorist. And now I give the floor to Lucia Anucuța, and we will listen the poem
Primăvara, de George Topârceanu. După atâta frig și ceață, iar se arată soarele. De acum nu ne mai îngheață nasul și picioarele. Cu narciși, cu crini, cu lotuși, timpul cald se apropie. Primăvara asta, totuși, nu-i decât o copie. Sub cerdac, pe lăuruscă, cum trecură babele, a ieșit un pui de muscă să-și usuce labele. Păsările migratoare se reîntorc din tropice. Gâzele depun la soare ouă microscopice. Toată lumea din ogradă cântă fără pauză. Doi cocoși se iau la sfadă, nu știu din ce cauză. Un curcan stă sus pe o bârnă, nu vrea să se bucure. Moțul roșu îi atârnă moale ca un ciucure. N-are cu ce roade oasele, că de când cu postul mare toate-i merg de-andoasele. Pentru câte a tras sărmanul, cui se ceară daune? Chiar sub nasul lui, motanul a venit să-mi iaune. Dar acum aia și-a început să-l scuture. Peste toată hărmălaia trece în zbor un fluture. Pe trotuar, alături, saltă două fete vesele. Toate interesele. Thank you.
Bravo, Lucia! Thank you very much. It was a very nice poem from Romania, from George Topârceanu. And the translation was from Italian, but so also Romanian and Italian are Latinic languages. But I can tell you that this poem is a very nice one and very well known in my country. And Lucia, felicitări, congratulations again from all of us. Mulțumim mult de tot. And now, Marina, do you want Lucia to say something?
Poezia este o secvență de primăvară dintr-o curte țărănească.
So the poem is a part of the spring time in a village, in a house from a village, with a lot of animals, and it's a very humoristic and very inspiring and enjoyable poem. Thank you, Lucia. And
yes,
now,
thank you. Thank you also from my part. And now we are leaving Romania and we're going to Serbia. And I want to thank Dejan today for presenting a biosphere reserve in the southwest of Serbia. And I'm very excited to see more and to see his presentation. So the floor is yours.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I will present now Bioreserve Golia Studenica, which is one of the two bioreserves in Serbia. The second one is near in far northwest from Serbia, is with the Danube River, and is connected with similar biosphere reserves in Croatia, Hungary, Slovenia, and Austria. But we will now speak about another older biosphere reserve that's called Golia Studenica. It's in southwestern part of Serbia, near border of Montenegro. You can see here, he is in shape of letter S and length of 32 kilometers, area of 75,183 hectares. And it includes 5 municipalities. 2 major cities near this park reserve are Ivanjica and Raška, and it's tourism region of national and international importance. Next slide. If you know something about the UNESCO program Man and Biosphere, under which is that park proclaimed as Park of Biosphere. It's natural reserves, both for people and nature. The essence of sustainable development is in finding the right balance from the extensive use of natural resources to coexistence and exchange between man and nature. Such balance can still be found on Mountain Golia. So it's very famous not only for natural values but also for cultural values. I will show you both sides of the mountains. First, let's speak about natural values. It's mountains is mountains with 1,000 springs. There are natural lakes at high altitudes. The area of the biosphere reserve is a mosaic of various ecosystems, primarily forest and meadow, but also aquatic ecosystems of rivers, lakes, and lakes. The biosphere reserve is characterized by large areas under valuable ecosystems, habitats of numerous plant species, mammal birds, reptiles, amphibians, insects, especially nice butterflies, fauna, and ichthyofauna. It's an area for bird watching, and it's very rare and birds. And also especially rare birds is that owl, which is boreal owl, and a lot of people come to see this owl, which is unique place in Serbia and maybe in Balkan that we can find such sympathetic bond. Concerning cultural monuments, there are two very interesting and very significant. One is Monastery Studenica. It's a pearl of Serbian medieval architecture built by King Stefan Nemanja in 12th century. And you see this church is dedicated to Holy Virgin Mary. And what's interesting, it's mixture of Western influence, it's Romanic style, but also Byzantine Orthodox style. So it's eclectic, and that's why unique and very interesting. In this church, it's famous fresco of Christ crucifixion, which is on almost the symbol of Serbia. But also there is a complex of other churches, and this monastery is protected by the fence wall, which makes almost proper cycle around. And in this circle, in this area, there is several church: the Church of Saint Joachim and Anne, then Church of Saint Nicholas, and the Church of Saint John the Baptist. And this church is protected by UNESCO, Cultural Heritage of the World, in 2001. The next very interesting monastery is Monastery Gradac, which was built by one woman, and it was a woman of King Uroš, but she was Helen of Anjou. She allegedly has French origin. So it's also a church with a mixture of Western and Eastern traditions, surrounded by very, very nice forests and very nice views, and also built from stone and decorated with very nice fresco. But it's not just a place of monuments and nature. There are a lot of people, not a lot, but several thousand people, inhabitants, which lives in traditional way. It's said that the women are heroes of Golia, and one writer of us wrote about women of Golia and dedicated following words. The woman, the mother in Golia, as soon as she became that, had already deserved the recognition of hero. She gets up first, the last one goes to bed. She feeds, clothes, teaches, and she kneads, cooks, sweeps. For the sick children, she is the first doctor. For the care of elderly in the house, she is responsible in the eyes of the God and the people. So you will see, and they also work this very hard agricultural work. I made this picture seeing this nice woman who take care of their family. Also, its population are very rich with intangible cultural heritage. They are doing traditional crafts such as production of chair coal. There is also a music, which is traditional music of Golia, and music has always been a life companion and part of everyday life in the form of communication, and without which one Golian citizen couldn't. It's part of with this music they show their attachment to their homeland. And there is also a legend of this middle-age kingdom of Serbia. It was, how to say, first area where this kingdom was born. And you see King Uroš and his woman Helen the Anjou. And allegedly, when she took her from France, she planted most beautiful herbs. So she will be. She will feel comfortable and remind her to her native France. But it's not historically confirmed, but it's nice legend. Now something about agriculture and gastronomy. It's my favorite topic. You know, due to these high altitudes, raspberry fields are very spread and very tasty and quality raspberry from Golia, and it's exported. Serbia is one of the biggest exporter of raspberry in the world. So also the famous is potato from Golia. They say that potato is on the high mountain. So I personally tried this potato and it's very tasty, really. So also traditional cuisine is not very, how to say, rich because it's mountain. Some simple rules and philosophy that bread and wheat bread, that's gastronomy in Golia. If there is a bread, there is no hunger. So they very praise their bread, but also they're also very tasty dairy products. It's a famous cheese, and they have also dried meat, which is also from the cattle that pasture on these high altitudes, and very tasty. And there is also some tradition in gastronomy that people, due to this very harsh climate and cold climate, eat hard meat, but not only eat, they also drink rakia. Rakia is plum brandy, famous all over the Balkan and Southeastern Europe. But they have some custom in celebrations. They have 3 times toast of rakia tasting. That's about Christian tradition, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. But not only that, first time they drink rakia for the host. Second, rakia is drink for ancestors, and third, rakia for the saint and the god. But it's only excuse to drink quality and good. Okay, there is in the last couple of years, maybe decade, sustainable tourism is developed in this mountain because it's a nature protected area. It's not allowed to have these big ski resorts such as in Koponik in Serbia or in Stara Planina, old mountains. Here is developed sustainable tourism with little houses, the apartments, the ethno villages, with hostable hosts, with very nice hiking tracks, and it's the most snowy mountain in Serbia. Now I've been last week, and it's still snow, and it will stay till May. So for the winter, it's for sure there is snow. There is some ski resorts, but not as big as in the other mountains, but it's good to preserve the nature. Also, what is in last years very popular, these new and extreme sports such as paragliding and biking, and there it's also paradise for paragliders because they have beautiful views, they have winds that suits for their needs. So there are more and more paragliders using that winds and enjoying in beautiful views during their flights. Now I will show you some pictures of Golia just to see how beautiful it is. It's that natural lakes with very rare species. What's interesting for these lakes, and that in time where there is no water, its lake has more water, but in time with the rain, it has less water. Then the scientists are trying to establish why is that such a situation, but it's natural phenomenon, and it's very. But you cannot come to these lakes just with a car. You must hike at least a couple of hours, and at the end, when you see that beauty, you are satisfied that you invest your efforts and to see such a beauty. As I said, it's there are waterfalls, and you see some girl in these folklore clothes. It's not now, of course, in the contemporary times, but you can see what it's look like. And just one before. Because I took part in promotion of Golia, and I was an editor of this monography of Biosphere Golia Studenica Nature Park Golia. We have promotion in several cities and municipalities, and it is very nice book which contribute to popularization of these mountains, but on discreet way, not to be to mass tourism, but to people that really like nature. Thank you for your attention, and come to visit this beautiful area.
Thank you very much for this presentation. I think I would really much keep this in mind for a visit one day, because it looks really, really beautiful. So thank you for letting us know that it exists. And does anyone have questions right now for Dejan?
I don't have questions, but I want to say that I like very much his presentation. And after this, I'm looking forward to see the nature from Golia, and also the monastery of Gradac and Studenica, and to eat raspberry from there, because raspberry is my favorite fruit. Looking forward to go there.
There are a lot of specialties with raspberry, and if you come in May and July, but now almost whole summer is you can buy a raspberry, but especially in Golia, because high altitudes, you can at the August raspberry, and that's special attraction, because there are no raspberry there. The time of their raspberry has gone, and you go to summer in Golia and you eat this fresh raspberry. It's very nice, and of course drink rakia 3 times.
Looking forward. Thank you, Dejan.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
I would like to ask, what does it mean, the name of this beautiful place?
Golia Studenica. Studenica is the name of the monastery, but the name of the park is Golia Studenica, which Golia is the mountain, and and the Studenica is the monastery. But what's interesting also, Golia means I suppose in Bulgarian also naked mountains. Golia, yeah, but it's not naked. It's very forested. That's how to say irony. It was probably once naked, and
I expect
but now it's very forestry.
I expect that this word mean something from the past, but we don't know.
Yeah.
So it was interesting.
Maybe something it has with also with one words golemo, Golia, golemo. You understand the big one, the big mountains.
Big mountain. Okay. Very good presentation. We waited so much time for this presentation. So thank you very much, Diane.
Thank you for your attention.
After this very nice presentation, and I see on the screen there are people coming, and I want to salute Mihaela from Cluj, Mihaela Markovic, Ina Nagy, Koka, and also from Austria, Rosemary Kurz. Nice to see you here. And now, as a contribution, we have Bulgarian spring tradition of decorating cakes and bread. And Vasilka Avramova is hello. She made a very nice decoration, and we will see now the video, and after that she will say some words about it. Pari, please share the screen. Thank you.
Bravo, bravo, Vasilka. Bread won the first place in one fest. That was on 19th of March. So the first place was with this bread. So many beautiful things. Вески, кажи.
Искам да кажа нещо. Преди една седмица имахме кулинарна изложба на един фолклорен празник. Нейната питка, последната, която видяхте на 2 реда, която представлява житницата на сливо поле, а отдолу общината спечели първо място. Все още тази питка я подарихме на кмета и се намира в неговия кабинет и всички, които отиват на гости, той показва какви сръчни ръце имаме в нашата община. А това са сръчните ръце на Василка.
On this bread, she prepared the flowers and the food of the municipality of Slivopoly. And after this competition in the festival time, after the competition, they gave as a gift this bread to the mayor of the municipality. And this bread he put in his office and showed to many guests that he has, because would like to show that in their municipality of Slivopoly, they have got very creative participants, very creative adults. Vasilka Avramova.
Congratulations to Vasilka. It's a very nice video with that. And if Vasilka wants to tell us something, she can turn off the microphone.
Кажеш нещо? Василка, желаеш ли да кажеш нещо?
Ами, какво да кажа? Аз малко трудно се включих. Успях да се включа на смартфона и сега гледам сесията от смартфона си. Ами, много съм доволна, че моите творби се видяха от такива хора, че се оценяват много достойно. Това само ме радва.
She is very happy that her breads, her, how to say, creative results are presented in this, and that you like this breads, this results.
Thank you, many thanks. But now, Emily, you are here and I want to give the floor to you because you also will recite for us a very nice Bulgarian poem about spring, Song of the Blue Flower, and I give the floor to you.
Okay, thank you very much. Can you see my presentation?
Yes.
This is just a moment. The Song of the Blue Flower. This I put some pictures of this blue flower to see what is this. Maybe you have got it. It's not defended by UNESCO, by anyone, because there are many such kind of flowers everywhere. In Latin's name is Scilla bifolia, but in Bulgaria there is a poem just a moment from Ivan Vazov, very famous writer in Bulgaria, who was after Turkish occupation, who was member of Bulgarian first great parliament. So the Song of the Blue Flowers is especially about this small, let's say little flower in the field that loves the air, the sky. It is beautiful. And I put English and Bulgarian poem. Малко цвети съм в полето. Аз съм синия синчец. Любя въздуха, небето, птица полския венец. Кът небето се синея, аз съм ситно, ако ситно и да съм, с моята хубост хубавея, всяка нива, слог и хълм. Аз съм синчец, аз съм радост, будил по мен не расте. Аз съм просто, като радост, аз съм мило, като дете. Бог самичък ме посея и поля ме да раста. На свобода аз живея, на простора си цъфтя. Малко цвете са в полето, аз съм синия синчец. Любя въздуха, небето, кича полския венец. And now I would like to show you
Bravo.
song. Just a moment.
Emily is the flower, lei. A flower.
For this is real song.
Curo.
Thank you, Emily. So we have also
This is
what?
like enjoy. This flower is like a joy, like a child.
Indeed. Very nice. Thank you very much for your contribution. It was super, Emily. And now we have a Romanian song. It will be a live song and performed by Alexandru Coman from Cluj-Napoca. He will sing De-ar veni primăvara, If Spring Would Come. Alexandru Coman. Puteți începe.
De-ar veni primăvara, la 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 la, să-nverzească pajiștea, la 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 la. De-ar veni primăvara, la 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 la, să-nverzească pajiștea, la 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 la. Să mă duc cu mândra luncă, la 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 la, la 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 la, să ascultăm cum cântă, la 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 la. Hai mândră cu mine-n luncă, la 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 la, să-ți fac rășchitor și furcă, la 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 la. Hai mândră cu mine-n luncă, la 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 la, să-ți fac rășchitor și furcă, la 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 la. La capul răzorului, la 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 la, la rășchitorului, la 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 la. calea jumătate, la 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 la, să te așezi pe pajiște, la 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 la, la calea jumătate, la 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 la, să te așezi pe pajiște, la 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 la, tu să numeri stelele, la 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 la, eu ție mărgelele, la 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 la, tu să numeri stelele, la 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 la, eu ție mărgelele, la 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 la. Mulțumesc!
Bravo, bravo, bravo! Super! Foarte frumos, foarte frumos!
Thank you very much!
We thank you.
Russia is on the border between Romania and Bulgaria. Giurgiu is 3 kilometers from Russia and Bucharest 65. And many years ago when the TV started, we can hear Romanian radio and Romanian TV. And I remember this. And also my. It was very nice music. So you remember me these days.
Aș vrea să vă spun, doamnă dragă din Bulgaria, că anul trecut, în vară, am fost la Mezdra, la dumneavoastră în Bulgaria, la un festival de folclor și ne-a plăcut foarte, foarte mult. Și acolo ne-am întâlnit cu câteva ansambluri din lumea largă.
We also have got festival in Russia. The name is Talent Has No Age in October, and there are participants from Bucharest and from Giurgiu.
So Emily, Alexandru told you that last year he was
Mezdra.
Understand?
Mezdra.
Yeah, okay.
The magic of Mezdra. This is the name of the festival. The magic of Mezdra.
I know. I have been one time over there with many participants. Bravo.
Yes.
Thank you, Alexandru.
Thank you. I thank you very much, Alexandru. It was a very lovely song from Romania. And now we will listen to a very beautiful poem from Italy. And this time, Giovanna Mola di Bari will recite us the poem Viva la Primavera, Long Live Spring, and I give the floor to her. Giovanna?
Ok. Condivisione schermo. I speak in Italian. Viva la primavera di Gianni Rodari, scrittore. Viva la primavera che viaggia liberamente di frontiera in frontiera, senza passaporto, con un seguito di primule, mughetti e ciclamini che attraversando i confini clandestini, tutti i fiori del mondo sono fratelli. Gli uomini del mondo sono fratelli. Long live spring, that travels freely from border to border without a passport, with a retinue of the valley and cyclamen, which crossing the borders change their name like clandestine passengers. All the flowers in the world are brother, so all the people in the world are brother.
Brava, Giovanna. I like very much that you complete it with all the people in the world are brothers, are fratelli.
I speak so.
Super. I like very much what her own lyrics, that all the people in the world are brothers. Grazie mille, Giovanna.
Thank you for.
Now we listen, we have been together spring, and we were here enjoying time like I want to thank to all of you for your participation, also to all the actors for all the contributions. I want to thank you to the translators, to Nelly and Elena, to our moderation to Pari, and also many thanks to Marina, which Marina and me made the moderation. Marina?
Thank you, Anna, for your moderation as well. Thank you for organizing this evening, and thank you for everyone for being here. It's amazing to see all of you again. And yes, concentrate also on spring, and that there are flowers outside and birds singing, and that there are also good things in the world, and that we should also see them and be together and concentrate on that. So thank you and have a nice evening and all the best to you.
All the best to everyone. Many thanks to everyone. Bye-bye.